Yeah, it's a great morning. Let's get over to this Discord.
Happy Friday.
Oh, happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday indeed. Oh, they got me running. Run.
Happy New Year to all my Red Sea pedestrian friends.
Hi. Oh boy. Lazy morning here at the compound.
Right on, man. Did you manage to get the lawnmower fixed so that the hornets can't get you and don't eat your gas?
Oh boy. The environment's trying to eat me and my tools.
For sure.
I patched up the guy. I've got to get a gas tank for this lawnmower. I mean, they gnawed a big hole in the top of the gas tank, and it's in the top. Good. I mean, I covered it, tried to cover it up, some metal tape and stuff. It's still leaking a little bit. And then I could barely get to it. There was a little hole. So I packed a little silicone in it, and it's holding. But yeah, man, it's trash. I'm sitting there mowing the grass, watching gas leaking out onto them. I'm just like, oh shit, just don't blow up.
Company on that.
I was like, oh no. Yeah, Wilbur man dies in lawnmower accident after nearly escaping death in a car accident. The lawnmower got him. Hilarious, man. You just never know what life's going to throw at you every morning you wake up, man. It's wild.
So I gotta appreciate every day, like it's
day.
And try to make it like it's the first or something.
Yeah.
Not the first.
Yeah, I like it. Oh, Bitcoin. Bitcoin's up here messing around with weekly and monthly resistances, isn't it? Running around in the 68 through Laplace so far. Top side, whoop, rejection, back to the downside. Yep, that's what the algos like to do. Let's see if I can get back up above this. This is the first resistance level of this tight weekly volatility range. Bitcoin. What is the date? 15th? When are you going to get up here above this monthly? Yeah, and that is not a resistance level. That is the bottom of the monthly range, which these bears are kicking it down, man. They definitely don't want this data set getting up in there, staying, probably getting above the monthly. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, it's going to be a toughie. We're working towards it, though. Yes, I'm part of the Bitcoin team. Anybody that owns Bitcoin, you are a little Satoshi. And if you're out there in Tradingville and you don't understand about crypto, come into the Alpha Trading Discord.
Yes, we know a thing or two about it.
We know a thing or two about the cryptocurrencies. Yes, we do. Indeed. Good stuff.
We'll gladly simplify Satoshis for you.
Right? Let me see here. Let me get Bitcoin up here. Then here at about a quarter after, we'll move into the traditional markets. Take a look at DXY. I already looked at it previously. It's doing what it does right before market open every day, pretty much. Having a little pump. Let's see here. All right, Bitcoin on the 4 hour. 4 hour. Let's see. We got the returns oscillator turning up on some hidden bull. Let me see here. Actually, not really. Not really. Up here, when it was hanging around the zero mean, we're getting lower lows here. We're above the 99 log MA. We're in between the 9 and the 99 log MA. I'm just trapped right up in here, huh? This is an interesting 4-hour read right here. What are we doing? Contracting, positively correlated? Yeah. It's probably coming back down to the 99. Reverse wave trend would make a little more sense. I mean, you got to get this entire power mean band, reverse wave trend, the rest of the log MAs, up above this 99, right? And you get up above there, then you got the 99 log MA, reverse Fisher below everything. Nice support. Or are you still out there using exponential and simple moving averages, drawing lines on your chart on tops and bottoms of data sets because YouTube Jimmy's like, here's a liquidity zone. Isn't that what they call them? Liquidity zone. It's like, wow. No, that's a get you manipulated zone is what it is. Hello, good morning. So yeah, stop it. If you're going to use moving averages, use log return moving averages. You don't know how to build a log return moving average? We do. But we highly recommend you don't come right into our server and just ask to get our indicators. I mean, who else says that? You guys need to start taking us a little more seriously. All right, we're really actually trying to help these traders. We're not trying to extract any money from you guys. We don't have any affiliate links. Now we can, if you're new to the trading space in general, there's a lot of help in our Discord. We got a lot of very knowledgeable people. If you're looking for certain things, just come in, ask questions. Some people are shy. You're not going to find a lot of shy people in our server. A lot of us really interact. So yeah, come on in, man. Come on in. We can answer pretty much any questions that you have. Let's see here. So yeah, come in. Link to the Discord's in the description. Request the free Volatility Starter Pack, so you can start to learn the basis, right? The basics of volatility trading while you interact with our great community. It's powerful stuff, man.
And a lot of people, even like me, like newer people, right, that usually give maybe like, hey, how to read stuff, right, is because we're excited, right? Because being new to it, you start to see the possibilities, right? When you start to see the possibilities and your eyes open, right,
Yes.
you get excited for it. If you're not excited to trade, right, like you shouldn't be trading to begin with, right? So
yeah, it should be fun. Exactly.
Yep.
Pretty much. I mean, I like that this wave trend's starting to turn up. Definitely got to get above this 33 power mean here.
Also, something else to mention is that unlike a lot of other trading communities that you may have visited or you may know of, you notice that we do our live streams in an interactive format. Like, we don't limit it to just one person or two people speaking, right? We're open to our audience, and there's a reason for that. People got questions.
Yeah.
They should ask them. They should be free to ask them. And that's how they're going to get the answers that they want. So, people got questions, people got comments they want to share, insights they figured out. We're an open, friendly place. So
we're actually where else can you come right off the street? Come right into our Discord and join the live stream and actually speak.
Exactly.
Bring it.
Go to other big channels or whatever that have YouTube, YouTube channels focused on trading or whatever. And it's always about, some personality that's trying to, sell you something and not really have your input on their stream.
Yeah.
That's not how we do it.
100%.
We're all about open sharing because that's how we all learn. Even those of us who've been doing this for years and years and years, we don't stop learning.
There's no Kool-Aid syrup here. There's absolutely no Kool-Aid syrup here. Like,
exactly. We're not about pompous egos. We're about trading well.
Yes.
That's it, 100%.
Yep.
And there's just really cool people in this community. So
yeah, man.
If you're a like-minded fellow in that sense, or fella, or girl, or I don't know whatever the terminology is these days. Sorry, I'm not hip to it.
Let's just call them they, them.
Whatever kind of person you are. If you like trading, come and learn how to trade. We are open to all kinds of traders. And believe me, we don't all have the same viewpoints on issues and stuff, and you can talk about whatever you want. Believe me, we all have wildly different opinions about stuff, and that's great. And we're an open community in that sense. So come on in.
We were just like we were 5 decades late. We should have been born. We should have been born in like the whatever 1910. Right around 1910 or so. Then we're like getting out right in the highlight of the United States in the 70s or the 80s, before cell phones, before all this madness. We got dropped right into all this. Just like, hey man, what's going on? Let's all just get along. Yeah. Let's start there. Yeah. That's a good starting spot.
That sounds like nostalgia speaking, though, right?
Yeah.
Part of that as they are now. Yeah. There's just more going on now that drowns out your attention.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. We're just fortunate to have access to the VEPS, really.
Yeah. 100%.
Regardless of the time frame that we happen to be living in.
Come on in, girl.
But yeah, we just, if you feel like you're out of time, don't worry. There's a place for you too. You can always come to check out our community.
Yes.
We like to talk with all kinds of people, regardless of what time you think you should be in.
And we also have Andy as one of the founders, and he is in the future. And so, if you want any future prices,
That's true.
just come on
That's
in.
true.
Ask Andy.
You know, I mean, Andy, I think he's the one who recommended the Bitcoin Standard. Interesting book, very easy to read too. It's not like a fucking textbook, right? It's written for an audience, not for like the science.
It's for the layperson, 100%. Absolutely.
Yep.
It was Andy or Matt, but shout out to them. Like I did start reading now on like chapter 3 or something. It's actually a pretty interesting take on certain things.
Yeah.
It's it's a popular book for the layperson. Absolutely. Like in terms of the popular in Bitcoin terms. Yeah. It's one worth reading for sure.
Indeed. Let's see.
But I always say start with the Bitcoin white paper. It's really pretty self-explanatory, and it's really short.
Yeah, it's a good read for
Yep.
sure. If you haven't read the Bitcoin white paper, definitely go read it. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Somebody actually, a lot of people have done stuff with like ordinals. Somebody put the Bitcoin white paper on a Satoshi. There's a lot of things going on. Really cool stuff. You want to immortalize something? Throw it on a Satoshi. Inscribe it on a Satoshi. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. All right, so I popped up here on the weekly on Bitcoin. I just wanted to see something here on the mirror. Yeah, you just came up, tested reverse wave trend, pulled back all the way. Yeah, if we want to get this thing going again, I mean, we got to get above this reverse wave trend. Let's see. I mean, you're back up above the 99 log MA. I mean, you can see it's finding support on this 33 power mean. I mean, look at that wick down. I mean, look where, right? Bam. Look where it opened. Right on top of it. Now, obviously, we had the little dump down to, what was it? Under 25, and then whoop, right to reverse wave trend. Let's see if we can get up above that. I want to see Bitcoin up above like 27,250, to be honest. Get up above that 33 log MA. I mean, you got the 33 and the 9 turning down bearish. Power mean band still looks pretty strong. I mean, hell, the bottom side just came out of being bearish. So, yeah. And there's that old reverse Fisher up there. All right. 34.5. About an $8,000 move. No problem, says Bitcoin. All right. I looked at the data. Let me see this 4 hour on Bitcoin. Dun, 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 dun. One more time. Yeah, this is going to pop. How about yesterday, man? I mean, you got SPY running around with Dixie. I mean, it's just crazy. Crazy day yesterday. Indeed. I mean, I'm pretty sure like SPY and QQQs were up like over 1%, with Dixie up like 0.8 or 0.7 or something. It's like you never see that. So like I've been saying, though, for literally months, they want a strong dollar. They want a strong market. There's a lot of who knows what's going on behind the scenes with all these jokers, what they're up to, man. It's pretty wild. Thank God for the VEPS. If you're trading traditional TA right now, good luck, man. Good luck. There's some interesting things going on in the market that you're not going to be able to see using that stuff. Okay, let me see here. So on the 4 hour, yeah, you're up here, closed underneath that 9 log MA. That's what I'm saying on this 4 hour. This thing could come down to either this 99, right, or all the way to wave trend. Let's see if it happens, or if it kicks it back up. Dixie makes a little run again. Yeah, it's probably where you're going to see. You'll probably see that pullback. Let me see. Gold, too. I mean, gold was running Dixie. It's like, wow, what is happening right now? What is happening right now? Let me see. Yeah, not really any. Let me see here real quick. Yeah, we got a little bit of bull div. Now, there we go on the 90-minute. She's finding support on the 33 power mean. Got the reverse wave trend right below it. 33 log MA. Looking good. Looking good. 90-minute expanded pretty well on that down move, right? Negatively correlated. Negatively correlated. You see the little bit of expansion here, right? Boom, boom, boom. There's negatively correlated. Then it contracted negatively correlated. That's why you see this little walk up here. See the first contraction? Those two 90-minute candles down. The only thing that changed was the volatility. It started to expand, right? And then boom, contracts, negatively correlated. You get the walk up, but then when you get the expansion, the correlation didn't break, right? Right to the downside. Beautiful, beautiful volatility read there. Let's see on the 45. When was it? 9:15. Ooh. All right, no bold div. It was actually a little bear at the top there, right? Got a little bit of a higher high. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, we get returns oscillators up. The low length Z-score's up. Looks like we're turning back down here. I mean, this 30 length Z-score has been having an outlier for quite some time. You're way below the 99% confidence interval. To be honest, this thing's looking like it's ready to kick up. Except you got on the 45. Yeah, you can see first the variance was coming down negatively correlated, right? After you get an outlier negatively correlated, right? The variance, when that inside line changes pink, depending on what your color scheme is, this is my color scheme. When it goes from white to pink, it means you're having an outlier. An outlier is a fat tail event within the distribution. Look it up. Google. We're going to make people work today. I'm not just going to explain everything on stream. Google a fat tail event. You might get a couple chicks in bikinis here and there, but yeah, it'll pick it up finally. Fat tail event. Look at the correlation though. It's all about the correlation breaks. As soon as that correlation broke and went positively correlated, now we're starting to get a 33-minute candle down. That's what happens, right? You get contracting volatility positively correlated. Let me see. This is what this thing could set up here is some hidden bear. Goodness. Trending too. The prediction model flipped. Yeah, right here, right around market open, this thing's going to have to pop. This thing's going to have to pop, or it could definitely reject and go deeper. But you can see on the 33-minute, that's why we use this the way we do it. I mean, you do have support down here. You got the Fisher and the 99 log MA. And like when I was talking about whatever it was on the 4-hour, the power mean band breaking up through, this is what you want to see. You want Fisher and the 99 log MA below. If they're both on top, you got resistance up top. You got support down on the bottom. Usually wave trend's going to be somewhere close. Let me see. All right, P-Funk. Bless you guys. Let's see, man. All the way to 15. It's the last read on Bitcoin. I'm going to go over and see what Dixie's doing. Yeah, boy, my goodness gracious. Look at all this hidden. Look at all the hidden bear. Coming into the market open. Obviously, Bitcoin never closes shop, but I'm talking about these traditional markets open here in about 12 minutes. Coming out of the trend to the downside, the prediction model slipped. You're back up inside the 2SD band. This thing has got to push. Push to where? You know, now that I see it too, you're so deep outside this power mean band. Before any of that hidden takes over, I mean, you're going to have to come back up. At least test the bottom side of the power mean band, reverse wave trend, 99 log MA. Got a lot going on right here. And you will still be, let me see, where did I put that data set at? Oh yeah, easily. Even if you go up and test the wave trend, you're still setting up from this point back here, hidden bear divergence. Okay, let's see, Z-score. Even the 30 length Z-score is setting up a little bit of local. And if you don't know what hidden is, right, you get a higher high on the oscillator, lower high on the data set. And so how do we calculate divergence? Divergence between price action and returns, not price action and the relative strength index. Makes zero sense. If you're smart, sit down and really think about what you're doing. And then think about what we talk about. Price action follows the returns. So that's the divergence you're looking at. Because when you start to get div between those two, that divergence is telling you, right? What is it telling you? That your investment is diminishing, right? The profits on your investment, you got to take your profits, because when that divergence starts building, it's literally these algos literally telling you, man, this thing's getting ready to flip. you better take your profit. And it plays out every time, not just sometimes. This is the most powerful divergence. I'm not saying sometimes the RSI might show a little div. I got a news flash for you, though. It's usually already all played out. Why? Because it's lagging. It's lagging. So there we go. That'll be my first and hopefully last bash of the traditional TA. It's just after you make the change, guys, once you make the change, you'll be right in that camp. You'll be like, what in the hell was I ever using that stuff for? Well, because everybody else is. And most people are what? Meh. Unfortunately, it's the world we live in. It's those of us that go against the grain, right? Yeah, man. Let's see. Let me put this on Dixie real quick. Let's see what this baby's doing. Oh, it's pulling back. Man, it's good. 15 minute. Nope. Can start on the daily. Let's see here. I bet the alpha trading chatbot is just getting revved up to talk. Let me see here at some point. Yeah, look at this dollar just creeping, man. Cut reaping. Bear div setting up on the daily. Bear div setting up on the daily that hadn't set up previously. I mean, look at this nice run on Dixie, man. I mean, now here was this high right here. So look, all these little points of bear div just playing out. Bear div, right? Bear div. Because you got all lower lows. Then you finally break that. Now here's the first. Here we go. Bear div on the Z score. Bear div on both Z scores. Prediction model still, I mean, it's still trending the top side. Volatility, low length volatility contracting, negatively correlated. All of them. All three are contracting. That's a daily. Let me get to this 4 hour. And the UPM didn't populate. I forgot to set up that new chart. I'm going to set this UPM just up on its own chart, see if it loads quicker. I mean, this is this chart right here, this is sucking juice, man. There's a lot of heavy code in this. Lot of heavy code. Yeah, I mean, Dixie on the 4 hours. I mean, you got bear div on the 20 on the daily, on the 24 hour, Jesus. On the daily. Down here on the 4 hour, you're setting up hidden bull. Setting up hidden bull. Woo! That's one of my favorite soundboard sounds. Oh yeah, the lower you get here, there's no bear div. No bear div at all. Let me see here. From the cross, boom, down. Not really. Yeah, man, this thing's pretty clean. You're almost at a total random walk on the 90 minute. Yeah, and here we go. So you got expanding volatility on the 2400, positively correlated. All right, the 981 and the 525 are both contracting positive. Look at the wicket left behind on the top side after it shot up where 95 for Laplace distribution range on that current candle on the 90 minute. Almost tapped it, got really close, then pulled back into where? Pulled back into where? How much time's left? 36 minutes. You got to understand, during the life cycle of this 90 minute candle, there's literally going to be a 68.3% chance that the data set stays in this tight little range. 68.3% chance. There's a 95.4% chance it stays in this bigger range, right? And if we're talking about Laplace distribution, there's only probability percentage levels. There's not standard deviations like normal distribution, but the probability levels are the same, right? So your second standard deviation that's always really close to the 95 for Laplace is a 95.4% probability level. It's just the tale of two distributions. All you got to do is Google Laplace distribution model, normal distribution model. Pop them up and look at them. There's a distinct difference, and you will see why the 68.3 Laplace is so tight, in that the 99.7% Laplace distribution level is wider than the third standard deviation that is also a 99.7. You'll see why, because it's all about the fat tails. All about the fat tails, man. We love our fat tails here at Alpha Trading. Who doesn't like a fat tail? I mean, come on, let's be real. We all like fat tails. Not too fat, though.
Term, bro.
What's that?
Layman's term. in layman's terms, without all the numbers, right? Just in case you lost people like on TradingView, right? It's, you go back to that deviation band. If the price runs up to the second blue line, chances are there's a 4% chance it's going to go above that, and 96% more or less that it's going to float back down or stay at that level.
Yeah, like you close above, like outside right here, continuation immediately. And then you ran to the 99.7. Yeah, and it's what Yasha talks about it all the time. Positive returns follow positive returns, negative returns followed by negative returns. I mean, there's a whole. He can definitely give you the.
Keep winning. Winners keep winning, losers keep losing.
Yeah, pretty much, man. Pretty much.
Well said. That's very true.
Right. Let me see here. Okay, so the 90. This finds support here. Look out. Like I said, so now today you got SPY down 0.62. Yesterday about this time it was up almost that much, right? It was up almost 0.5, I think. Crazy, man. Crazy. 6.2s. Dixie's pulling back a little bit. Yeah, I mean, you literally. This is interesting what's going on. Really is. You don't see this all the time. You do not see this all the time. Where literally some of the traditional market, I mean, sometimes you're going to find your outlier stocks, right, that are going to run around with the dollar. Not often, though. Especially Dixie. I mean, SPY. Because when you have a strong dollar, real risky plays, that's exactly what they are, right? They're not going to be correlated with the dollar. Most times, strong dollar, you're going to see gold, you're going to see Bitcoin, you're going to see all the metals, things of that nature. Risky stocks, you're going to see all that dump out. Yeah. Yes. Be well. See here on the 45. I mean, from way back here, you're setting up some hidden. It starts to break. Right about here, there's no more hidden. So, I mean, pretty clean chart. Up above the zero mean, pretty clean. Trying to bounce right now, too. What's the play today? Let me see here. Before I forget. This damn market opens and I don't have my account up. That's no good now, is it? So I got my crash report too yesterday. And so obviously my word against this dude's word. Thank God this lady stopped, and she literally has a dash cam too. It literally says on the report, her statement matches my statement exactly. So what's that tell you? All right, this guy is lying like crazy, saying he had his cruise control on. Total bullshitter. He floored it. I heard the motor roar and just crushed me. You guys, this guy tried to kill me, man. He's lucky it wasn't a different time, a different place. There might have been a death. Just saying. Just saying. I took that as a act of war, man. It's pretty gnarly. Wow, we got a big expected move. 3.6 plus or minus 3.6. That's bigger pre-market than I've seen in a while. That's on SPY. I'm talking about SPY. The dollar's up here in the top side of the power mean band. I mean, you just literally sent a wick right back up there, right? Crazy.
But is that top side? Is that move considering the VEPS? Because SPY is now sitting like in the middle of its monthly, like it's on pre-market, so it's like it's a very good chance that there could be not very much going on with SPY today.
Yeah, let me see here. Yeah, Triple Q's holding up a little better than SPY pre-market for sure. Only down 0.35. SPY's got that doubled. Yeah, it could be just one of these looking for some outliers today. Maybe some stock plays. It's just 33. Come on, power me. Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
Populate.
I mean, when I was looking at it last night, it looked like SPY was just going to be like the middle of the data set. So it's like, I don't want to say flip a coin, but flip a coin. You know, it's going to go one way, and then it'll probably bounce and go the other way, and I've just pinball around today. But it is also the expiration date for the expiry date for a lot of contracts too. So
yeah, Well, damn it, the thing did not populate. Little shit. All right, let me go over here, man. Get on the VRE, see where this new range is for SPY and stuff. So yesterday, pre-market, right? You rip up, you open up by the 1SD, pretty much. Today, you open up right at the first standard deviation to the downside. You're still above these monthly and weekly support levels. And I'm telling you, man. Jeez Louise. What do we got up here? Is that the daily range? And this is the thing, man. When you're gapping through these daily ranges, guys, I mean, they're already tested, so it makes it tough. Is what you want to see is data sets open up where they have not tested those daily ranges. Those are the days where you just sit back and smile. Am I right? I mean, it's powerful, man. It really is. Those are the days that really play out well. I mean, you're down here, and here's the thing I talk about all the time. These two, right? This yellow dotted line, yellow cross line. This is a magnet, man. This is a magnet. Look at this data set. It's just whoa, 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 whoa. I mean, I'm telling you, pre-market, right back down to them. You've got to put some distance. The data set has got to move. You got to start crushing it above these resistance levels, which look, it did. It was literally above the top of the monthly, above the first resistance level on the weekly. It's good stuff. Now pre-market, whoop, right back down. Bottom side of the 68.3 is 449. 449. Got you. 21 bucks. Let me see here.
So did you see my my thing that I put in general chat about Tesla today?
I did not.
It's so ready, but the divergence isn't ready yet. But that thing is so ready to like dump out. It's ready. It's primed.
Yeah, old Tesla, huh? Take a peek here too. Where are you?
I mean, it's outside its weekly volatility range.
277.
It's outside its power means. It's like everything.
Right.
It's just.
Oh yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean that was power move too. Day one, new tight weekly range. I mean, look at the gap. Woo! The thing just gaps up. And that's the thing. People are going to be like, oh, we got a gap down. Yeah, man. Well, you gapped right through this weekly range. And this thing just toasted it, like you said. Like he's talking about. Here is the third resistance level on the weekly right here. I mean, you're above it. You're up here at the monthly. Is that the first? I believe so. First resistance level, yeah. You're just right at it. Yeah, man, this thing's kind of found the top. You can see what happened last time it got up at that first monthly resistance level. Pulled back right to the bottom side of the 68.3 on that daily. Then tried to pump it back up. It's right back up there. But obviously, bears are dug in up there, man.
And if you look at the weekly, right, the reverse Fisher is setting right at that monthly level. So it's like, that's what I was saying the other day, man. If it gets to 281, that's like a no-brainer. That's just, you just call a put and you just wait for it to happen.
Let me see here. Old Tesla. Oh yeah, man. There was a bunch of hidden that popped this last move. Yeah, look at this thing on the 5-day. Wow. So you're just literally crammed up in here between Wave Trend and Fisher. If Tesla can stay up here at the top side of the power mean band on this 5-day, next few candles, we're talking by the end of the month. You can this power mean band starts cracking this reverse Fisher. Tesla could start running, man. Tesla could really start running. Doesn't look too bad, actually. What's this 21 day look like? Let's look at this 21 day. I mean, Jesus. Jigabeezes. Yeah, we're not going to get a super good read, but yeah, wasn't that the high up there? What was that? What was that for Tesla? Let me open this up. Yeah, man, like 430. This thing can start running for the all-time highs again. I mean, you're above the log MAs, Fisher. I mean, this 21 days set up pretty well. Not enough history to really get great reads. Here, it's given a good read from about here out. Back here, right? Look at this gobbled mess, or just the history. It's the history, man. Let me look at this daily. Jesus, this thing's a gap master. All over the place. Wow. Wowzer! There's a local high here on the daily. Almost 300.
Yeah.
Probably push for
Yeah,
that.
so
I don't know.
it's like every time this thing has like that gap, then you get all the TA guys like, oh, look at this gap. Oh, it's gonna fill this gap. Like maybe, maybe not.
Yeah. Boy, this thing's pretty.
You know, it's just.
Last time this got, outside the power mean band, it did just, wow, ran right down to the Fisher, down to those lows. What was that at? About 210? 210, huh? See, it's 4 hour. Right. What we got here? Ouch. Oh, boy. You got the look. I mean, right now in this 4 hour, you got the top side of the power mean band just getting ready to crack the reverse Fisher. When you're finding support on the top side of the reverse Fisher, it's pretty damn bullish. It's hard to even crack these things. They're usually a nice cap on price action. Tesla's running wild right now. Let's see here. Actually, let me put that back on a 4 hour. Let me look at the returns oscillator. Oof. Setting up this bear div underneath the zero mean. Variance coming down, positively correlated. Let me look at the volatility. Ooh, finishing out a contraction here. Positively correlated. Usually ebb and flows into a dump. What's a 981 doing? Just going sideways. Going sideways with the 2400. Actually, 981's expanding a little bit, negatively correlated, so it's matching up with the 525. That 2400 is just flat positive. Everything on this 4 hour says down on Tesla. I would actually, you're probably getting ready. This thing could, especially if Dixie finds some legs, man, this thing could rip down 10 points today. Is it going to come back down, test Fisher? Could. It could, man.
Let's go down. You know where that Fisher is? It's right at that monthly or that weekly volatility range.
Right. Is that where exactly where it's at? Let me see here.
It's almost exactly where it's at. So it's 271. So do you put it at 270 and hope it cracks that weekly volatility, or do you do it at like 275? Right? It'll be a little bit more expensive to get in.
Let me see
Tough
here.
call.
Yeah.
And you got to keep in mind that the contract, it's Friday too, so the weekly contracts are expiring today, so it'd be a gamble.
Pretty much first standard deviation to the downside today is right at that 4 hour reverse wave trend. Let me see here. Or Fisher. Sorry, man. Fisher. What's that? Yeah, 266.43. 266.43. 1SD. About 260. Pull it down a little bit. There we go. It's about a point higher. 1SD is. Wouldn't be a bit surprised. Last time you had a nice rejection off of that monthly level. And this thing's pretty capped out, man. Pretty capped out. You're above, especially today's closing day. So look where the top side of the weekly range is. It's below the 68.3 Laplace distribution range. So you come down to test that. You close some 15-minute candles below there. Yeah, man, this thing could easily do a 1SD move. In all reality, you could pull inside the second resistance level on the weekly. 264. Could happen. That's a big move. More likely, it's probably going to come down and test that reverse Fisher. That, like I said, is right below the 1SD. It's right about here. Right in between the second and third support level in the daily volatility range. And if anybody in TradingView, you got any questions about this chart? Oh my God, what are these guys using? This is silly. Well, what do you notice about this chart? What, maybe all the levels just hitting perfectly? It happens all the time. This is a very powerful chart. Indeed. I spent a lot of time on it, bouncing back and forth. But the thing is, if you're trading low time frame volatility, guys, unless you want it to be a total freaking shit show, you need multiple monitors. You need to have all these charts up. You can't be flipping through tabs. And the way I set it up, I'll have those two charts. So I'm not looking from first to fourth to third monitor. I want them close together, right? And so I'm bouncing in between these tabs looking for these levels. It's a lot easier when you just have them both up. You're like, oh yeah, I see it. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see here. Yeah, Tesla pulling back right now. Let me see something. Treasury's up. As the man, is that dollar still pulling back? Dude, man, there's some weird reads going on. I'm telling you right now. Let me get Dixie up here. Where are you running to, baby? So you got the daily range. This thing literally has been running around this day in pretty much in the 4-hour 68.3. All right, it dipped out below here to the 1SD, but here locally, boom, 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 boom. I mean, you got outside a little bit to top, but the algos are playing the 68.3 right now. Let me see. Is this going to run to the 1SD? Going to break to the bottom. I'm going to come back to the top of the weekly. You got a wide daily range. We're not going to see any. I highly doubt we're going to see any of this. All right, we're not going to see any of these big 15-minute candles. Not with a daily range like this. Can it happen? Sure. Look how tight this daily range was that day. That's telling you trend. Did it trend all the way 2 wicks right into the 95 for Laplace distribution range? Pulled back. All right, pulled back by the close. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Thing is, could do a slow play. We're gonna have to play this by ear. See what happens when if it gets down here. Now you're below the 68.3 as the market's open, right? This thing was just running around. The markets weren't even open, doing its thing. It's got Dixie pulling back.
Tesla just dropped in the trend. Tesla just dropped in the low time frame trend. It's gonna make the 1SD move.
Nice, beautiful. Pop it back on. What time frame? Low time frame, 15. Let's see.
It just
hello, 15-minute candle.
6.
I mean, we're watching this. Literally, the read that we just gave is just playing out right now. Power of the VEPS. Hilarious. It's all volatility too. Look, yeah, having an outlier. Now on the 15-minute, total random walk. But yeah, guarantee you go down here. Because one candle's not going to start a trend on a 15-minute, right? Look what it did too, man. So you were outside the power mean band up here at the open, and it pulls right back to wave trend and Fisher. Pulls right back. These bulls, they don't want that wave trend to cross down the Fisher. This is all tight. From what this looks like, yeah, you could see Tesla, what's that, 269 here real quick. Maybe come shoot down here and test that 99. Yeah, let's see if that's not what this 9 minutes saying. Yeah, that's trending probably. A little bit of an outlier. Yep, went right in the trend too. You can see the blue. 6 minute, probably full trend. Probably busting through these bands if they were tight. Yep. You use these indicators long enough, you'll be able to look at a data set and pretty much know what you're going to see. That's what's great. Good luck doing that in traditional TA. Good luck. Let's see here. So you got the lower low. Yeah, this thing, there's no bull div at all. No bull div at all. I mean, you got hidden from way, 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 way back. I'll play that to save my life. I mean, you switch that returns oscillator back. But UPM, you having some issues today, baby? What's wrong? You are not populating for me. Yeah, look at these 3 minute candles. Yeah, this is just destined to set up some hidden. If this thing's going to pop a little bit, it's just going to set up hidden bear. Powerful trend. And look how, first you had a trend to the top side, right? Then, as soon as you break back inside the 2SD band, the prediction model flips to the downside. You go to a full random walk and then woo, straight in the trend to the downside. Now, chances are, if this thing's going to pop back up, you're probably going to break back inside that 2SD band and the prediction model will flip back again as it's climbing. Because you can literally, if this thing pulls back up to this 99 log MA, this returns oscillator is literally, you're going to be setting up some nasty hidden bear on these low time frames. I mean, you're getting close to algo land, right? 1 minute's like the ceiling. The ceiling. They're down here in, hello, you open this up. They're up here, man. They're down here, right? In the seconds time frames. Ripping trades. Sending people to the moon. To the moon, Alice. To the moon. That's already setting up hidden. All right. Already setting up hidden from when it was still above power mean band. But here on the 1 minute chart, and that's what you want to see. The power mean band, all the log MAs, reverse Fisher, reverse wave trend, they will chase down this data set. Right? They will just drop really fast. Next five 1 minute candles, this and all this is going to be down here. If this price action stays down here. Interesting on Tesla. All right. Let me see here. Yeah, SPY dipping. You got Dixie bouncing a little bit. Let's do this 1 minute on Dixie. Probably setting up a bunch of bull div. Yep, exactly what it was doing. All the way back. Look, here's the low right here, right? Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Finally, all that will play out. All that will play out. The only spot that wasn't a lower low was right here. Right? It's right here. But still, what did that? Yeah, it didn't set up. It set up from up here. No, that was clean. Clean. Is it going to bounce here on the zero mean? Because if it does, you're going to have some hidden. Right? From right there. Boop, boop, boop. This thing will pop right back up. See, it's 15 minutes. This is clean. The only thing this can set up is hidden bear. All right. Nice. Real nice. Let me see. Make sure there's nothing going on in the chat. Good morning. Good morning. I don't know how to interpret that. BYC RTO 17K? You mean BTC? Are we talking about Bitcoin? And we're talking about Bitcoin to 17K? I hope I get cheap Bitcoin. Do I think Bitcoin's going back to 17? Do I think the bulls will allow that? Where everybody's like, oh man, these governments are going to dump Bitcoin. I got a newsflash for you. The old Bitcoin bulls are the one that's got all the Bitcoin. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. That's being great as a volatility trader, man. We don't even care. Now, as a long-term holder of Bitcoin, would I be upset if Bitcoin pulled back to 17K? No, I'd just add. I'm stacking sats. I don't care if Bitcoin's 50K or 10K. I'm buying sats every week. Just stacking Satoshis, man. For the inevitable. People that are out there in denial are the same people that were out there in denial when Bitcoin was at $243, September 15th of 2015. Look it up. I know that number well. There's a reason. Let's see here. Wasn't quite too long after that when I started buying. Let's see here. But yeah, the same disbelievers are the ones that watch that go from $250 to $20K, back down to $3,100. Then it popped to $14K, $14K back to $3,800. Yeah, I know the data set by heart. Back to $3,800, and then when that thing popped from 38, where did it go? $70,000 Bitcoin. And look, if you look at the percentages of gains of Bitcoin since the beginning, when Bitcoin was a penny, do the math. It's ridiculous. It's in the billions. You got billions. Nothing will ever. Bitcoin is the beast. That's why all these silly financial advisors, and it's a joke, man. They have been just because they don't believe in it, so they're going to tell all their clients it's a bunch of crap. And so at some point, these clients are going, man, you told me Bitcoin's bullshit. That what you have my portfolio wrapped up in is a minuscule returns compared to if when I ask you about Bitcoin, if you were to put all I had in Bitcoin, what the hell, man? I don't know how these people have jobs, to be honest. I really don't. Something I don't want to invest other people's money. I would never want to do that. That is ridiculous. Jesus. Have a hard enough time with my own life, let alone having people nagging me all the time about their money. There'd be a deal. All right, give me your money and don't ever call me. Just watch your returns. That would maybe work out. Let's see. So we'll do something here real quick. Let me put this on BTC. So we got a 17K number, huh? We just so happen to have indicators that can give you some pretty damn good levels. Let's go to a weekly on Bitcoin. And I'll tell you, because like when all these YouTubers are out there throwing numbers around, thinking they know what they're freaking talking about, show me why you're throwing that number out there. All right. I want to see why these people throw these numbers around. You got the bottom side of the power mean band on the weekly time frame at $23,000. Okay, $23,000. You are centered pretty much right now between the top, which is top side of the power mean bands at almost 30K. Bottom side, 23. You got a 7K range right here. All right, 7K range. So is what I'm going to do real quick though. I'm going to put on PB1, PB2, or all three of these PB1s are going to be, they're set up for Laplace distribution off the current candle. I'm going to show you something here. Let's go all the way out, which is August of 24. Right, about a year from now. A little under a year, about 11 months or so. So let's see what kind of numbers we're talking about. So if you look at a year on this projection, bottom side of the 68.3 is at 22,113. Bottom side of the 95.4 is at 13.3. Right? So we got probabilities here. We got probabilities. I mean, you got the bottom side of the 99.7 down here at $6,462. But this is probabilities of the downside. You also have probabilities to the top side. All right? And you got the top side of the 68.3 a year from now at about 28. 95.4, about 46.8, 99.7, almost 100K Bitcoin. All right. Good stuff. And this is how we roll with our distribution model. Now, what we haven't tackled is getting these to work really well on non-continuous markets, traditional markets. And when we do get that down, the power of that in options is because you can turn off like continuous market protection or non-continuous market protection. It can give you false reads and stuff. So we're not quite doing that yet. We want to get it totally fixed so we can project from the current candle. Because if I'm going into a options trade 45 days out, I want to see where these ranges are 45 days out, especially if you're selling premium, right? If I go 45 days out and I sell a strangle out at the 95.4 Laplace, all you got to do is sit back and wait, man. All you got to do is sit back and wait. Take your profit. When you're 20, I will enter trades out 45 days and at 21 days of expiration. So think about it. I'm only in this freaking trade a few weeks. Right? I'm only in this trade a few weeks. Then I'm either going to adjust the trade, take my profit, or just roll it. Right? You got to do something with it, especially when you're selling. If I'm in 30% profit, I'm just going to take it. I'm going to run. Hey, the market just gave me 30%. I'm going to take that all day long. But that's the power of when this comes in for options. Right? The big options traders, they are using the distribution. Right? Well, I've never heard of it before. Well, that's because most people aren't talking about this, right? This is a cheat code, man. That's what this is. Most people that use this information don't share it. They just don't share it at all, period. Why would you? Unless you're actually trying to help people, right? We don't care about the money part of it. If we could, we'd just give all the shit away. But man, these guys work hard to build these indicators. We need to get them paid. So that's why we do have an indicator package. With over 40 indicators, it's $99 a month. Probably one of the first times you've heard me say it. And we don't talk about it very much because we really don't care if you come and buy it or not. And we recommend you don't. We recommend you come in and get the free material first and work on it for a couple months. Get the basics down. And then if you want to contribute to alpha trading and get these indicators, all the power to you. All the power to you. Come in the Discord. Start interacting. I guarantee you're going to have a good time. You're going to learn a lot about trading being in here. You're not going to be in a freaking echo chamber with a bunch of people using different strategies within traditional TA, which all lag. And you literally have people arguing that my lagging indicators are better than the lagging indicators you use. It's a clown show. It fits in perfectly with clown world where we're at. So I don't know what to tell everybody, except there's something to the VEPS. You should really look into it. We have so much free information to sift through in the server. It's ridiculous, right? And the fact we're giving away free indicators to get you started, guys, you don't understand. If you take that free volatility starter pack and you shit can traditional TA, don't ever look at it again. Do you think I sit around and pull up a 21 exponential moving average and throw it on my chart just to see where it's at? No, I could give a crap less. The only time I ever pull up the RSI is to show how powerful the returns oscillator is. The RSI won't be showing divergence. Return oscillator is showing divergence. The move happens and everybody using the RSI is going, well, what the hell? What good is this indicator? It's worthless. It's literally worthless. If you haven't, that's any type of oscillator, right? You're going to be looking for divergences. You can't look at, you want the divergence between returns and price action. Not price and price. It makes 0 cents. 0 cents. If you really think about it. That's why we get all the smart guys. We got a room full of smarties. That's what we want too. That's what we want. Okay, I just wanted to show that. So, 17K. Yeah. But now we go a little, let's see here. Let's throw it on daily. Let's get more realistic. And to be honest, we can even overlay a PB2. Woo, that baby's way back there. This act, there's a the future projection will go that many candles out into the future. So you can see what all these different data set runs are doing. Let me pull this up. Let's go from, boom, that dump right there. Let me turn off these PB1s real quick. Yep, we got the PB1s, we got the PB2s, and we got P-Funk. So what are you going to do about that? And we got the P-Funk. Let me see. And it's nice too when you have the UPM. Guys, did you see something here? Look at the reverse wave trend. What's a reverse wave trend doing? All right. What's this level down here supporting price action too? And people are drawing trend lines. Look at the wicks into the 99.7 Laplace distribution range to the dollar, might add. Here, let me expand this a little bit. I'll have to reset it, but look at this. Huh? Powerful, man. Powerful. I like to do that too. Let me see. I'm going to move it right up here, though. Let's see what's going on. Drag this sucker up. Yeah, of course, you're shooting wicks outside the 95.4 Laplace. Outside. Pulling back right to it. Then here just recently, right, on this daily, you run up and reject right off the 95.4 Laplace. It's literally right at the reverse fissure. Pretty much. All this works together. So if it's going to pull back to the top side of the 68.3, you're looking at 25.420. This is why we got these YouTubers out there and they got all these different moving averages on their chart saying, well, here's where it's going to pull back to. I don't care about any of that. All I care about is what the algos are running on, and they're running the distribution. It's all that matters to them. All right. It's all that matters. Pure math. Why everybody else is using lagging indicators. They got a hell of a racket going, man. And they're the ones pushing it all behind the scenes. They're making sure that everybody's using all this stuff. They're hyping it up. They're doing different stuff. This is the greatest strategy on earth. I see YouTube videos out there. There's a couple different YouTube channels that literally have like 1 million views of just the stuff that makes my toes curl, man. It's so cringe. And people just dive into it and be like, this is the way. Good Lord, man.
That's all it is. It's horseshit.
It is.
That's what it is.
People gobble it up.
It doesn't even make sense. Like even when I began trading, I'm like, that doesn't make any sense, right?
Right.
I did not get into that.
No. So 4 hour, we got to back it up a candle. These are real levels, right? And within the distribution. And like right now, you're in between the 95.4, 99.7. From this move back here, Monday, September 11th. Nice. Did you hear what our fearless leader said about 9/11? Why he didn't say anything about it? Didn't go to a ceremony, didn't do anything. He was like, that was 22 years ago. People have forgotten about it. I mean, are you shitting me right now? This is the guy leading our country. What a joker, man. That pissed me off so bad. I bleed red, white, and blue. Literally. This is madness. I don't know what happened, man. I don't know what happened. I hope people are realizing who they elected into office. What a joke. So let's see here. Again, now look, you got wave trend on top of the 95.4 here. Guys, there is a strat here. Using the UPM and the projection boss, keep playing with it. Keep playing with it. I'm not diving deep into some of the stuff I do. I mean, I've given up enough. But there's a lot of stuff that can be done. Right?
This is the first time I'm PMS, and I'm like, oh yeah. Because I
right? Yeah,
it's just like
it's good.
Just do it with the timings, like.
Yeah, man.
Because at the end of the day, it's all math, right? It's all math.
100%.
So they tend to, you'll find relationships between different data sets.
Yeah.
There's it just works so beautifully together.
Here, we're going to have some fun right now. We're going to have some fun. First thing I'm going to have to do, though, whoops, I need that blown up. And I need a full screen. Yeah, this is fun day. I'm going to turn off the UPN. I'm just going to do something real simple on Bitcoin. Let me reset this price scale. I forgot I jacked it up. Whoop. I'm going to go to monthly. Beautiful little Bitcoin. Look at that. There's the end of 2009, going into 2010. This back here. This is where all the financial advisors are like, Bitcoin's just stupid. Only drug dealers and criminals use it. Yeah, tell that to Michael Saylor. Guys, should I show the percentage gain on this? I mean, it's just laughable.
Billions and billions.
Here you go. Wow. What do you got to say about that? This number is just ridiculous. Let me see how many digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 11-digit percentage move. 11-digit percentage move. Show me anything else that's done this in how many years? You kidding me right now? And people still talking shit about Bitcoin, saying it's gonna go to zero. Time to wakey. wakey.
Pretty much that was like what, 12 years or something, not even like 11 years or something, because it didn't start trading on markets until like midway through 2009, as you can see there on the chart, right? And even though it came out end of 2008 and beginning of 2009, it started being mined by people.
11 billion percent.
Something crazy like that, up to like from 0 to like 70K or 69K, whatever it was at the high.
Who in 13 years?
And it reached that high in like November or something like that, 2021. I think it was.
God, yeah, man.
So like that's just that's crazy gains. And even though it's come back all the way down to 15, oh no, and then it went back up to more than 30, which is another 100% gain in less than some months. And then went back down to what is it now, like 26, 24, 26, 27, like.
Oh, I was wrong on the number. I was right on the date. There's September 2015. Bitcoin was at $228.
Yeah.
Whereas right where I'm going to start this. On here. Whoops, that's right. I gotta get this thing.
If you're a long-term holder, you've been winning for a long time.
Yeah, man.
On this stuff, and if you just keep on holding it, well, positive returns are followed by positive returns until they don't. And same thing with negative returns until they don't.
Yeah. So here's what I'm getting to here. Hold on, give me a second.
Bitcoin's been real nice on the positive for long-term holders. There hasn't been, like if you've been holding it for more than several years, you're in profit.
Here we go. Let me see something. 13. Well, I'm getting close. There it is right there, man. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Untap. There is a meme out there like, if you spend $200 on Bitcoin now, you have generational wealth, right? Because the returns have been so ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's actually mathematically not an incorrect statement necessarily. Like if it does reach the insane heights that it theoretically could, a couple $100 worth of Bitcoin could actually turn into something like that. Because if you just hold it and just put it in a ledger or whatever, and just
How the hell do I
leave
do
it in
this?
your
I
will for your
forgot.
heirs, they will probably be very grateful to you in about 50 years or 100 years or whatever it is. They'll remember you. They'll remember your name.
Just go buy a.
Yeah, just put that in your will to give to whoever,
One,
and just make somebody very happy when they inherit that thing.
4.
For sure.
Okay, there we go. We got all the distributions. Let me see here. All right, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Here's Bitcoin right here. September 2015. Next few months you run up to the top side of the first standard deviation. This is normal distribution. Why am I using normal distribution back from 2015? Because nobody was using Laplace distribution. The algos weren't running on Laplace distribution. I just had Laplace distribution up. These highs and lows of this data set weren't even close. Look at normal distribution. And so you run all the way up to where? That run to 20K, right? At the end of 2017, went all the way up to the literally second standard deviation. And then when it was pulling back, and everybody's like, oh, now BTC is going to die. Where'd it find support? Top side of the first standard deviation. Then it went up to 14K, got up in between the first and second, pulled back. We all know what this was right here. March 20, right? That's when these idiots scam the entire world into rebreathing their own carbon dioxide for literally years. Hopefully everybody's okay from that. I didn't wear one, so I came out good. I was that guy getting chased around Costco. Sir, put your mask on. It's like, sure, I'll get right on that. So you get a wick down below that 1SD, right? And that low was at about 3,800. Here we are off to the races again. There, and here was the all-time highs. Now we almost pulled back to the 1SD again. I'm just showing how this thing ran. And if you look at current candles, we all know that ran on that current monthly candle. That was like a 3SD move. And then it pulled back inside like, I forget, I think it was current candle first, maybe second. Can't remember exactly. I don't have them up. But yeah, this is the power of the distribution, man. Power of the distribution. Just wanted to show that. I'm going to get back off. Let's see. Get this back on here. Boom. Give me my chart back. Let me rescale this. There we go. Yeah, we're not even going to get a variance read up here on the monthly. But we can look at some stuff. And Bitcoin setting up hidden bull on the monthly. And you got the 30-link Z-score down by the 95% confidence interval. Look at the volatility. Look at the volatility on the monthly. It's only going to populate the 981 and the 525 just because history-wise, there's not enough. I mean, dude, grade and the 525 are literally at 0. 981's at a 6.17. You know what's going to happen? If this expands on the monthly and this stays positively correlated, look out, man. Look out. Where's the 95.4 at? The 95.4 on the monthly on the Laplace distribution is where at. It's right at that. Is it the weekly? I think the weekly reverse Fisher, or is it the monthly? One of them. I think it's the weekly. Reverse Fisher's right up there by 35K. Interesting. You get you make a 99.7 run. You got a 50, almost 54,000 Bitcoin, $54,000 Bitcoin. Wow, this is crazy. Turn on the UPM, and look where we're at on the monthly. What's the probability happening here? Do we understand this chart? What's the top side of the power mean band? 41K. Alrighty. Understand? I mean, you can drop below the power mean band. You're not going to be down there long now. This thing Look at this thing, just burst right back up into the power mean band, above the log MAs, reverse wave trend. We're not going to get a Fisher or 99 log MA. Just not going to do it. There's not enough history on the monthly. And you can see where the history, I would go back about that far. Other than that, it just gets jacked. Right here, though, good read. And you literally just pulled back right to those log MAs and reverse wave trend and pop back up. Telling you, man, all you Bitcoin bears, you better wake up, son. Bitcoin doesn't care, right? Bitcoin's the honey badger. Right when everybody buries Bitcoin, that's when Bitcoin just punches them right in the face. It happens all the time. So be careful out there. You're literally on the monthly chart sitting down here at the bottom of the power mean band. There's a heavy probability this thing moves to the top side than to dump back down. So we'll see what happens. But when you got people watching these YouTubers and getting these crazy numbers, but when people throw numbers out, like, I'm glad you're in the chat. M. Garcia, what do you have at 17K? You can come in the Discord. Just go in the general chat, pop up a chart. I want to see what level you have at 17K, why you think Bitcoin, or did you hear that from somebody else? Did you hear a YouTuber say, yeah, Bitcoin's going to 17K? We got to stop listening to people. That's why we created the VEPS, so people can come in and start doing their own analysis that immediately, I guarantee you will stop watching those people. Dude, I don't watch any of those jokers. I look at thumbnails and laugh. That's my morning. I'll just browse through. Oh, look at this joker, another joker, another joker. And you gotta understand, they're trying to grasp the attention of the bulls and the bears. That's why one day they're bullish, next day they're bears. It's insane, man.
Yeah, like that. Oh, look at this bear flag with engulfing candle and blah blah blah. Like,
it's silly.
Makes no sense. Makes zero sense at all. Price is random.
Then I saw Tom Crown joined our server. Did you see that, Yasha? Hey Tom, what's up, bro? Come in, show me what strat you're using. It's good stuff. Good stuff. He's a YouTuber. Definitely does some TA. He's coming to check out the VEPS. Pretty smart, man. Pretty smart. Glad you're here. Come in and interact. We'll turn you into the believer, brother. Because if you join the Discord, you must be watching the streams. So yeah, kudos to you. Bring your whole crew along. So yeah, that's the monthly, man. Looking good too. Like I said, it's setting up Hidden Bull right now.
Chat GPT.
Yeah. While we're listening to her, I'm gonna pull up an RSI on the monthly. What's up, Chat GPT? What do you got for us?
Dalton, I hit the wrong button.
Oh, did you now? Thought it was Yasha. Thought it was Yasha. Okay, so look on the RSI.
He hasn't given us the ability to do the Chat GPT thing, so he's got his own magic going on over there.
Yeah, 100%. So if you're looking at this RSI, you're like, well, there's no divergence. I don't know what to do. Yeah, the divergence is between returns and price action. And the returns oscillator's turning up. You got the RSI down here. You know what, though? I didn't reset this. Hold on. Let me put this on the right length. Because sometimes I don't, and then I'll go back and I'm like, oh, it had a little bit. Well, kudos to the RSI. Let's see what. Yeah, even worse. Let me see here. Yeah, even worse. You got a higher low. Look at the difference. Returns oscillator for the win, man. Returns oscillator for the win. And so you're down here, and I'm sure people at the RSI are like, hey, the monthly man's finding support on the MA. This is great. You're using so much stuff together that it's just all lagging. Go down onto a 1 minute chart. If you're already in alpha trading, just to see the real reason why you're here, go to a 1 minute chart, throw an RSI and the returns oscillator on the same length below a data set and watch the magic. You tell me which oscillator you should be using. Yeah, man. Returns oscillator for the win. Every time. I know, I'm sorry, chart. Get that RSI. It's like the herpes. You throw an RSI on that's enough of the monthly Bitcoin.
Hello, this is Chat GPT.
Hello, lady friend. What you got?
Hello, it's me, Alpha Trading GPT. As seen in a bucket shop, a professional trader is struggling to use a traditional set of power. He is frustrated and sweating. The trader says these tools are so slow and unreliable. I need something better. The trader is introduced to the new set of power tools, which are named after math terms. Introducing the new VEPS math power tools. These tools are designed for the professional trader who demands the best. There's the AVR power hammer, the entropy meter, the future RMLR laser drill, the projection bots future rangefinder, the ultimate power mean machine, the multi-purpose Pearson correlation indicator, and so much more. The trader uses the new VEPS math power tools to easily complete a difficult trade. He is no longer frustrated or sweating. The trader says these tools are amazing. They're so powerful and efficient. The trader is now able to finish his work quickly and easily. He is happy and satisfied. Get the VEPS math power tools from Alpha Trading today and to the next level. The VEPS math power tools. The power of math in your hands. Alpha Trading. A better way to trade. And a better way to win with leading information VEPS math power tools.
Nice. That's our tool bag.
Inspired by, yeah, sounds inspired by Black and Decker or something.
Yeah, boy. Remember what they used to call braces? They were a Black and Decker tool.
Right.
Shit. I won't go there. I'll definitely get us muted. Oh, boy. Look at the dollar. Just ran down to the 4-hour 95 for Laplace, pulled right back up inside where first standard deviation, normal distribution, and just set a little wick right to it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking this weekly's going to get some action before it closes the day on Dixie. And if it does, I mean, look, you got the market spilling out too. Woo! You're going to see a mixed bag in the stocks for sure. For sure. Yeah, for sure. All over the place, man. All over the place. That's why. You know, when it comes to crypto, we all know what happens in crypto. You might have one outlier every once in a while that's defying the odds, right? And that is not correlated with Bitcoin. Everything moves with the king, right? Everything moves. And then you get those periods, right? When Bitcoin will make a pump. Bitcoin will pump and then go sideways for a while. You know, traditionally, they'll be, oh, this is an accumulation period. No, it's a period of, you had total volatility expansion. Now it's probably contracting, right? You're going sideways, reverting to the mean that's chasing down price action, right? It's crazy, man. There's a reason. There's a reason. And when that is doing that, that's when people are taking profits out of Bitcoin and then pumping the alt market. Right? There's a way that the whole crypto space works. And when you figure it out, very profitable. It's very profitable. It's getting a little tricky for us Americans, though, to trade it because we got a bunch of communists running our government. That's right. I'm already on the list. I could give a shit less. They are, man. I don't know what happened. Testing this 1SD to the downside again. So let's push it, man. Let's push it. Let's drop Dixie down here by the end of the week. I mean, this thing could come down into this weekly range. Even as wide as it is, it's a magnet. It is definitely a magnet. And this tight daily range, it was centered right around the center of a wide weekly. Because I see that wide weekly. I even said it in the beginning. I was like, Dixie's probably going to range around in its weekly. Did it? Pretty much, man. Pretty much until you got a tight daily range that sent that thing rocket ship to the 95 for Laplace. Was it because of the weekly range? No, I mean, you had a super tight daily encompassing the center of the weekly. That is trippy too, man. The way that's set up. And look, so you test the bottom side of the 68.3 and it just launches yesterday. Launches to the 95 for Laplace. Man. Now it's pulling back. Would not shock me at all if this thing, by the end of the day today, end of the week, closing traditional markets, if this thing's right back down in the weekly range or where it should be. It's literally what that weekly range is telling you, that it is literally the data set's going to range. Damn, it almost did it perfect from the beginning of the week. Got a little bit below the bottom a couple times. Never got above the top. I mean, look at this thing just bouncing around in the weekly. Dun. And then yet, when you got the tight daily range yesterday, you get the explosion. you get the explosion. And it was a rough ride too. I mean, you had candles back and forth. What in the hell is that? Little low rumble. It's a Madrid fault line breaking apart. Hopefully not, because I'm close to it. Let's see here. No, it's a low flying chopper. That's what that is. God, look at the 10-year, man. Up 0.65. And Dixie's dumping. Interesting, man. Yeah, these markets are twisted up right now, man. And this is all my opinion. Coming from the VEPS side. And knowing about correlation. When you know about correlation and you're looking at the markets right now, you're just like, it's exactly what you're doing. Guarantee it. People that really understand correlation, you're scratching your head going, maybe I should sit down this week because this is all over the place. I mean, you usually don't have assets correlated with Dixie. But when you have a total corrupt administration and wants a strong dollar in a strong market, they're going to just do everything they can to probably get both. So you're going to have a correlation. And so the markets, especially the risky assets, they're these risky instruments, man, they're going to run with Dixie. It's crazy. Come on, man. What the hell is going on? I call the government a bunch of commies, and there's Blackhawks hovering above me or something. How funny is that? Like, shit, there's a big ass chopper somewhere. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Whatever, I'm not a bootlicker. Let's see here. Spy, where are you running to? Let me see what Spy's doing. Yeah, man, trying to come out of the cellar down here. You're almost down to the bottom of the monthly range. You literally, right? You opened up above. Even with that pre-market dump, you literally opened up right at the 1 SD, and then it just gave up that entire freaking weekly range. Now you're cruising right back up to the bottom of it. Wow, man. Good luck. I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll see if the correlation breaks between Dixie and SPY. Because if Dixie dumps out today and goes back to that weekly range on low time frames, you'll probably see. But it's hard with correlation to go super low, man. You can just get wild reads. But on like 4-hour daily, you'll probably see that correlation start to break. Especially if SPY can get some legs and run. That's the thing. Lately, with these big gaps in the market, you're gapping through these daily ranges, man. It makes it really tough. Well, is it going to retest? It's just hard to say. So when you got to bring all the divergence into play. See where the power mean's at. You can use all this together, right? Even at the beginning of the day, the first 15-minute candle of the day, throw a projection boss on it and watch the magic, right? A lot of people do that. I do it every once in a while. I'm usually just starting on pivots and price action. That's where I want to start my little moves. Then you start to realize why moves sputter out like this. I don't even have to throw a PB on here. I know exactly what happened on these low time frames. That thing ran right to the top side of the 997, pulled back, went right down to the 997, bounced from there. Jesus. Hold on 1 second. Hey, what's up? Why that early, man? Oh my God, that's so early, man.
You are not getting money back. Get out of my way.
Like sewing school.
You win.
These nuts. You what? Ha! Got him!
All right, had to take care of my brother. Let's see here. Yeah, fun day. Just sent a wick up to the center of the weekly. Yeah, man. Like I said, though, gapping up through these daily ranges and stuff. Yeah, man. Makes it tough. Makes it a little harder. You love those nice, calm pre-market. When I get these nice, calm pre-market days, that's when I'm revving up. That's when I'm revving up. Because right now, like SPY data set, yeah, man. You're down here below. I mean, this is bearish. It is. But right when you think that, Dixie could dump out, correlation could break, and SPY could run right back up into the 68.3 Laplace distribution range. That's what you need to understand when it comes to probabilities. By the daily candle close today, there's a 68.3% chance that data set lands up here, right? When it comes to normal distribution, it's a lot wider range, but there's a 68.3% chance when we're talking about the bell curve of normal distribution that this Dixie data set, or the SPY data set closes in this range. I mean, top side's 53.5, bottom side is 47. All right, you got a 6.5 point range there, boop, 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 which is exactly about what that expected move was today.
The reason why you don't just jump into that position knowing fully that, hey, the probability that this is going to within that is because of the premium, right? So just in case anybody's unaware, is that premium is a ticking time bomb on you. You are under the clock, and every minute passes that you're not in the money, you're losing money. So
yeah. Damn, it's already 10:30, huh? Woo! Time flies when you're having fun, running your gums. Okay, so market's playing coy right now. See if something isn't. Yeah, man. Always looking for the big movers. Any big movers we can go play with? The shorts. Nothing. Nada. I mean, VIX is up. VIX is only at 13.24. I know who this market's driving crazy. Trading the Tasty Trade guys are losing their shit. Whee! Yes, sir. Indeed. They don't like the VIX low like this. They like selling premium. Selling premium in this environment is very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Let's see here. You want volatility expansion. When volatility expands fully, that's a premium seller's dream. Premium seller's dream. The volatility, boom, the move happened, right? That's why our volatility indicators are so powerful, where you can do things that no other option traders do, like a lot of guys, right? Especially if you're getting into positions farther out, expirations, you're usually those options are made to sell, right? But when you know volatility is low, if you can time the expansion and buy the premium, that's what dreams are made of, man. Dreams are made of. I mean, there's people out there trading options on getting lucky, right? Trading these crazy stocks and buying premium, like on Robinhood. I mean, one of my nephew's friends, I forget what stock it was, but he made like 80 grand in a couple hours. Just on buying some premium. Pretty crazy, man. If you can nail down volatility expansion, which you can with this, you can buy and sell premium and be very confident because you know where the volatility percentile is. All right. Now, when it comes to grade, that's implied volatility and historical volatility combined. Implied volatility on its own, I could care less. That's why we built this indicator. You've got volatility percentile, and grade is implied volatility and historical volatility. So you got three different volatility metrics put together. When you understand how to use them, you're unstoppable. It's very powerful with options. And some of these old timers, I'm an old timer. Some of these other old timers, dude, they just don't want to hear about it. They're so stuck in their thing, which is a shame, man. Which is a shame. Oh, well. Their loss, man. Their loss. You continue on, all you options guys. There's nothing to see here. They want you to think they got volatility tied down, nailed. Hey, these are the real volatility reads. And they will tell you historical volatility and percentile is garbage. They're trying to protect their own shit, man. It's ridiculous. It's not at all. This AVR indicator is powerful.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
This is ChatGPT.
Hello. She got something more to say?
Hello,
Yep.
it's me, Alpha Trading GPT. I just wanted to say one more thing before I go for the weekend. Are you a quant trader who's tired of struggling to make sense of the data? Do you wish you had a computer system that could help you calculate the mean reversion, distribution, random walk, trending move, volatility, standard deviation of returns, divergence, hidden bull divergence, hidden bear divergence, bull divergence, score, normal distribution, Laplace distribution, entropy, variance and correlation? If so, then you need the mean math machine. This computer system from Alpha Trading is designed for the professional quant trader who demands the best. The mean math machine is equipped with the latest in math-powered technology. It can calculate all of the most important statistical indicators in an instant, so you can make informed trading decisions faster than ever before. With the mean math machine, you'll be able to identify trends in random walks, divergences for continuations and reversal, calculate risk and reward, forecast future prices and returns, and much more. And it works wherever you have access to trading. So don't wait any longer. Get your Alpha Trading Mean Math Machine today at The Mean Math Machine. The power of math at your fingertips. Alpha Trading. A better way to trade. And a better way to enjoy AI generated. Designed to motivate you to learn.
Oh, she cracked. Wow. The Mean Math Machine.
Right. Math machine.
Wow. The Triple M. If it was a ranch, it'd be called the Triple M.
That's right. She'd be the 3M. Oh, wait,
The 3M Ranch. Speaking of 3M and duct tape, I'm a big Sean Strickland fan because he's a real MFer. And he just kicked Israel's butt, right? So, did you guys see the YouTube vid? He literally broke the belt and duct taped it. The UFC's probably losing their mind right now. He is oh my God. They're the last one they want. He is the last one they want representing it. They're probably kicking themselves for even giving him the opportunity. And it's great. You got to go watch the YouTube video. He's like, hey guys, I already broke the belt. And he shows where he broke it. And he's like, I got to fix. And you just hear the duct tape to rip. And he's like, there. And he's the type of guy, watch. Next time when he's at a media or something, he's got the belt, I guarantee you the duct tape's on the belt still. He's probably not going to let him fix it. He's like, no, I got it fixed. It's my belt. I'll use duct tape. 14 pounds of gold.
God. Combat sports. I don't know if the guy's name was Dennis for the Big Paul issue.
Right.
Did you hear about that?
I don't know.
So I guess they have a fight coming up, but
oh yeah,
I think everybody knows who Jake Paul is, right? He's just a YouTuber that turned to a boxer, right? Well, he recently got engaged to this woman.
You're talking Logan Paul.
Yeah, Logan. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all right.
It shows like how much I've been actually paying attention, but it's actually pretty funny. They just got married to this girl, and then his opponent is now posting like all like the social media accounts, like how many guys that this girl has been with, and he's like losing his mind, and it's to the point where it's just like he's got like pictures of her doing stuff,
She's suing him. Did you see that? She is suing Dylan Dennis. That's who's doing it. Dylan Dennis, who is I hope Logan Paul knocks his head off. Because he is
I think it's so funny though. It's like, man, there's trying to get in somebody's head, and then there's like doing that, right? Like, I don't know if it's out of bounds or whatever, but
it's totally out of bounds. That's what everybody's saying too. I mean, that's one thing. You don't start talking about people's families and shit like that. That's what you don't do. You don't talk about their religion. You don't talk about their politics. You don't talk about their wives or girlfriends. Everything. You talk about them. There's plenty of stuff to make fun of without diving into that arena. Didn't work out very good for Conor. Conor was talking shit about Khabib's religion and his dad and all that. Whew! Boy, he got his ass kicked. But who won in the end? Now Conor's rolling around on a Lamborghini yacht, all steroided out of his head. What a trip, man. Mixed martial arts is a trip. No doubt about it. 235. All right. What are we doing here? Yeah. Boring day at the office, boys. Everything is just stuck right where it was. I mean, nothing's moving. This is what it is. I mean, Dixie's popping up a little bit. Let me see something. Go to low time frames. It's popping a little bit out of that little low it had. Yeah. It's getting ready to set up some hidden bear. Let's see, because you got it back. It's already setting up hidden bear on both of these local highs here, and you're at the reverse wave trend right now. 33 log MA got above wave trend. Probably chances are it's going to pull back, probably close below, and then dump on the hidden. Let's see. If not, I mean, this thing needs a rip. But you got the top side of the power mean band right at the top of the last data set. Yeah. More of a probability this thing probably closes 15-minute candle below reverse wave trend, and then it could definitely dump back down on that hidden bear. And there's that 99 log MA down here. Nice little support. As you got the wave, you got the UPM trying to get up back above this reverse fissure. I mean, you're literally at it right now. Look, there's 105.275. You're hitting the 15-minute reverse fissure. Yeah. I'll tell you what, man, you get this fissure on the top side going into next week. Dixie is very bearish. It'll start out the week very bearish. If during today, if this power mean band turns down and everything drops below that fissure, yeah, because then it's going to start working towards the 99 log MA during the beginning of the next week. And if all that cruises through it, Dixie going to have a bad week next week. Dixie will have a bad week. Yes, you can set the tone on a 15-minute power mean, man. I'm telling you, you really can. You really can. Could set the tone. See the 4-hour. Nice little 4-hour wiki. Not to be confused with the Wookie. Let me see. Oh, look, that data set held that. Oh, man, that's where it bounced from. Wrong. Hey. Actually, still trending. Trend just flipped. Trend was going to the top side, now the downside. Literally wicked right down to the 95 Laplace on the 4-hour. On the dollar. Go over here. I'll show you that. That white line right there. Boom, boom. That's why it makes this a very this is a strong indicator. When you take the normal distribution, Laplace distribution, daily and 4-hour levels, overlay them on the VRE, the volatility range estimator, you got magic happening with this indicator. You really do. Love it. It's definitely one of my favorites. Besides variance, turns oscillator, entropy. I love them all. But yeah, 4-hour. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, you got this power mean. Definitely popping all by yourself. What are you doing here, buddy? 104.954. You're literally, power mean band's turning back up at that Dixie pump. 4 hours looking a little different. See the volatility. Yeah, it's still contracting, positively correlated. 2400's flat negative. Yeah, that's why we're getting wicks to both sides. The volatility is telling you that's what you would see. We've done this before. I'll do it next week. We'll do it. Right? We'll just turn off the data set. I'll look at the current candle on the time frame and be like, this is what you're going to see in the candle right now. You'll be like, what the hell? The volatility, man. That's why I got 3 levels. That's why I got 3 different lengths. Sorry. So you can tell what's going on with the candle. Candles are being created by volatility. Let me see here. You're like, well, what about volume? What about it? What about volume? What creates it? Volatility. We're just going for the base. That's what we're going to do. Yeah, SPY got down there below that 1 SD and those weekly and monthly center of those ranges, man. It's just stuck down there. If anything, it's probably going to dump out. Probably going to dump out. Dixie can go sideways all day, and then, wow, triple Qs, wow, man, even worse. Let me go over here on the VRE. Let's take a peek here. First one put on SPY. One more time. Yeah, man. Like I said, especially, you don't want to go into a new week below the center of the monthly. Here's the issue. Here is the weekly data sets, right here. Now, this day just started, so we got to see how it plays out. But as of right now, where's the new weekly range going to be? I'm telling you, man. If this data set can stay, you're going to get a higher. The new weekly range is going to populate above the monthly. I mean, it's going to be up here around 448. So, I would not be a bit freaking surprised by the end of the day in SPY to see these bulls try to run this thing up above, I'm going to say, top side of the monthly range, to be honest. That would be real safe to make sure you're opening up next week above the weekly. So you can find support on that weekly, not have to dump down back into this monthly range going into the last couple of weeks of the month. Mark my words, man. Don't be surprised if these bulls run it up toward support level. If they don't, if the bears are going to hammer this home, this data set's going to open up next week. That being said, if the data set closes below the center of the monthly today, Monday, look for a pre-market. Look for pre-market for the pre-market SPY data set to be right up at the weekly range. All right? Copy that. Look for SPY. If SPY closes today below 446, let's just say below 447, but that would be literally a little bit where you could close above it. So no, I'm just going to say below 446.85. Pre-market Monday will probably be up around 448, right around where that weekly range is going to be at. But if it gets up above that area, then pre-market Monday could be down a little bit to test that weekly on the open. That's what I'm seeing. That's a scenario I'm seeing. Sure. Let's see what gold's doing. Gold's popping on the weakness of Dixie. That's why, like right now, SPY and Dixie correlated, right? Dixie and gold, not correlated. Dixie and Bitcoin, not correlated. Let me see here. Pop this up, see where gold's running. And this is on a weak dollar. And this is a no-brainer too. Gold's going into the weekly close. And here's the thing. I don't even have to look. Gold's new weekly going to be low. Gold's new weekly range is going to be down here around 1915. Right around 1915. Why do I say that? That's what the volatile little wicks are telling Bilbo. Let me see. Right now, gold's just running back up to the center of the monthly range. That's exactly what it just did. On this little 15-minute pump since the market opened. Boop, 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 boop. Throwing 3 wicks up into the center here. Interesting. And you got the top side of the weekly range right above the center of the monthly. This is a tough nut to crack. Not saying gold can't do it today. Especially if Dixie dumps out, it definitely will. Probably crack it. And these gold bulls, tell me, if you get a volatile move today on gold by the close and you get up above the monthly range and even push to this first resistance level on the weekly, that's going to drag the weekly range up. I'll have to change it up a little bit. If it closed right now, it would be sticking to that new weekly range at about 1915. But a little extra volatility to the top side is going to go a long way. That weekly is going to drag up probably 10 points, maybe more, up like around 19 and a quarter. Interesting. Regardless, I don't care where this goes, the new weekly range is going to populate below the monthly again. All right, below the monthly. And remember, Dixie had a nice early in the week pump, so gold sold off big time. Bitcoin was being the real resilient one. Chat gold, huh? Let's go over here. Let's pop gold up. Beep. On the daily. Nice daily candle. Bull div. to run it right back to the reverse wave trend and the top side of the power mean band. Realistically, probability wise, just looking at the power mean band and stuff, gold just capped out for the day, right at that monthly range. Now, if it has a strength to bust through here, look, you're in no man's land, man. More probability for this thing today to close right around the top side of the band. But if we pop up here on a 5-day on gold, let's see where this thing's at. I don't know if I've looked at the 5-day this week on gold. Oh boy, you're sandwiched in here good. Sandwiched in here good. Literally, this wick on gold on the 5-day came down right to reverse wave trend, reverse Fisher. Wick right to it. As wave trend's trying to cross up Fisher, the bears are like, oh hell no, let's run it down. Close 5-day candle below there. It's all good in bear land. Probably going to run down to 1850. But instead, these bulls are coming alive. But look, you haven't closed the candle above the 9 log MA. Have not closed the candle above the 9 log return moving average. Not simple, not exponential, not lagging moving averages. We don't care anything about those. We only want log return moving averages because price follows returns. Just makes sense, right? Does. Come join the revolution. So up here on the 5-day, top side of the power mean band, right around 1990. Bottom side, 1872. It's got about 120 point range there. From top side to the bottom side on the 5-day, you are literally right about in the middle right now. You see the 3-day. Meanwhile, people are drawing like trend lines. Stop at the trend lines. Don't make me pull up the distribution and throw it right here and show you what this is really hitting. They're not hitting trend lines. It's hitting the distribution levels.
Want a really good live example? Amazon right now is metered right on the daily.
Yeah, I'll go to it here in a
So
sec.
you can pretty much tell the stream where Amazon is going. Maybe not all today, but within the next couple of days, where it'll end up.
And here's what's, you literally got the power mean band and the log MAs crossing down wave trend here. Trying to stave off that. Bulls are pumping it up to the 33 log MA right now. Gold's got a lot of support on the 3-day down here. Got the 99 length log MA and the reverse Fisher. I'm doing well too. Let me see. Let's go to 2-day. I'm going through these macro time frames, looking at these resistances. Real resistances. Yeah, man. Here you go again. You're below wave trend on the 2-day. Gold's got a tough road to hoe, man. Tough road to hoe, gold. Yeah. This thing's probably capped out for the day at right around 1930. Especially low length volatilities, fully expanded with grade. If you're in a gold long now, let's rephrase this because I am not a financial advisor. If I was in a gold trade right now and I saw the 525 length volatility totally expanded at 100 percentile with grade, volatility grade is implied volatility and historical volatility. If you're not taking your profit on your gold trade right now, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, man. The volatility is screaming at you. Screaming at you. Especially on the daily. You're above the 95.4 Laplace, which is at 1924. There's a 95.4% chance that gold's going to close inside 1924 today. 95.4% chance gold's going to close below 1924. So if you want to risk losing 6 points off of your trade, knock yourself out, man. You're running with a low probability up there, 4.6%, that this thing stays above the 95.4 Laplace and doesn't pull back. And then you've got all these macro reverse wave trends up here that are going to kick it down. You're on the top side of the power mean bands. Goodness gracious. Let's see what the 4-hour is doing.
I just want to address something about that. For example, if you look at our video yesterday, we told you at this time yesterday that Dixie had a 95% probability of closing down below where it was, coming back into the 4-hour, right, on the standard deviations. But it didn't, and we said there was a probability, 95%, but there was a percentage outlier that it could stay above.
Yep.
And what did it do? It dipped a little and then bounced right back up and stayed above. It didn't go down all the way. What does that tell you? Like we said yesterday on the stream, and like we say on pretty much every day, probabilities are probabilities. They're not guarantees. Sometimes you'll have outliers that out the standard deviation that will go above the expected probability.
Right.
And that's exactly what yesterday on Dixie. Did it happen again on gold? Sure. Does it have to? No. Are the probabilities that it will probably go down when it's a 2 standard deviation out? Yes. That is the probability. Does that mean that there isn't a some slight probability to the other side? No. Of course it means that there's that small probability to the other side. Remember that. Probabilities are probabilities.
Ah.
Don't get fixated on them, but don't bet against them all the time. You don't have to bet against these tools all the time. You have to flow with them.
And look at the 4-hour trends at the 2 SD band right now. Usually you're going to kick up from there and go back into a random walk. But we see on volatile moves, it'll dip down. It'll go to the 3 SD band. Sometimes it'll dip below that, but look for that trend to end really quick. And so look, you got the 4-hour. You're outside the top side of the power mean band, which is not sustainable. At some point, you're pulling back. I'm looking for, now, do I think it's going to do it today? The reverse fissure that's outside the top side of the power mean band right now, 1920. Remember, I said there's a 95.4% chance it closes inside 1924. So I could see that happening. And then you know what I'm going to say right out of the gate, just looking at this daily? Look for Monday's close. Look for, or somewhere during Monday for gold to be back down around 1918. Somewhere in that area. Especially if Dixie comes out hot Sunday night, starts pumping a little bit. You'll see gold by market open. You'll see it down here. 1918-ish. Maybe even a little lower. Never know. Let's go down through here a little more. God, look at the 90. This thing's going to be way out. Yeah, you can see the trend broke through the 2 SD band, rode the 3 SD band. As soon as it popped back inside the 2 SD band, the prediction model flipped to the downside. You get one freaking candle, right? And then, boop, goes right back into trend down to the 3 SD band. Power move on the 90-minute time frame here on gold. This will even give a better read by the, let me see here if it ever populates. Jeez. Yeah, dude, this is not sustainable. This is not sustainable. 1917. Here's another reason on the 90-minute. Look where the fissure is coming in the next week. All right. It's going to be right around there where I just said you're probably going to have a pullback to. To be honest, if Dixie started running today, if Dixie just takes off, even to the top side of the 68.3, or top side of the week. Hold on, man. Hold on. Where is the top side of that weekly range at? Let me see here. Now, you're pretty far above. Say Dixie runs back up to this resistance level today. It's already trying to, come here. It's already trying to break up through here again. All right, here's the 68.3 Laplace distribution range. Here's the top side of the weekly, or the first resistance level on the weekly. Dixie makes a run to that today. I mean, dude, gold could drop to 1918 before the close of the day. Before the close of the day. Well, I'm going to laugh hard if this thing pulls back to wave trend before the close. We're talking about 1914. Once again, if I was in a gold long right now, I'm already out. I'm out of that position. Writing's on the wall. Get your shit together, especially if all these correlations don't break. Everything's starting to contract on the 90. They're all positively correlated. This thing's going to slip. This thing is going to slip. What time is it? Ooh, we're about close. This outlier's about over. The outlier stopped. This variance turns down, starts coming back to the mean. Stays positively correlated. Yeah, man. Same down here on the 45. If everything starts contracting, stays positively correlated, you're going to see a slip. Top side of the power mean band, 1918, 1919 area. Reverse wave trend, 1914. There's a lot of things with those two numbers matching up on all these time frames. But look over here. There's no bear div at all. So this is just going to be a volatility contraction, positively correlated type of thing, coming out of trend. Probably prediction model's going to flip negative or to the downside. It's getting interesting. Glad I looked at gold. TB210 Tony Man, we got you on the gold. Let's see here. Oh, right at the top, a little bit of local bear. This thing's cruising. 33 minute. Yeah, we got plenty of time today. So this is going to be one of those things where probably we're getting real close, man, to be honest. This returns oscillator in the next couple, I'm going to say by noon, you're going to see this returns oscillator down by the zero mean. When it crosses it, that's when you're going to look for the gold pullback. That's when you're going to look for the gold pullback, because there is bear div right at the top. And both the Z-scores are turning down right now too, revving it up. Power mean band wouldn't populate for me. Well, of course not, you little shit. Here you go on the 15, you're coming out of trend. Look for this prediction model to flip here anytime. Yeah, look at the bear div starting to play out. I mean, you're below the zero mean now, so now it's setting up hidden bull. You got to battle these low time frames. I really do think that 33, especially, I'd be thinking different if you weren't so far outside the power mean band. What's the wave trend here? 1918 area. I'm telling you, by the close of the day, we could see 1918. 10 points. I mean, this thing already pulled back a couple points since we literally started talking about gold. And I just ran a workflow and said, gold's going down. What's gold doing? It's going down. That's exactly what the indicators were telling me, especially volatility. If this prediction model flips and it runs all the way back to a random walk to the downside, this thing's gonna definitely come down. Even if it goes to the top side of the power mean band, that's another 6 points. The 9 log MA is about 8 points, but then usually situations like this, when you're way outside the power mean band, thing is there enough time left in the day, and you're setting up this bear div? Because this returns oscillator, yeah, it's at the 2 SD band. Let's bring it into focus here. That thing's got a lot of ways to move to the downside if it wants to. It really does. But it likes to stay in those 2 SD bands. So hey man, if it kicks up from here on some hidden bull, this could play right into next week. That's what I'm saying. No matter what happens today, it would be better for gold today to dump down to this level. Because I'm not going to guarantee it, but my gut is telling me that if it stays up here, pre-market on Monday, you're going to see gold down around that number. 19.8, or not pre-market, but when the futures open up Sunday night, you'll probably see gold start to move to that area if it doesn't do it today. Like I said, remember that 45, right? Or no, 33. That returns oscillator right around noon, 12:30 is going to be right around the zero mean. And if it crosses down, that's when that div could play out and it could run right back to those levels. So we'll have to see. Yeah, we'll end on gold. Good stuff. Good freaking stuff. Dixie, going to reject off the bottom side of the 68.3? Yeah, good. But there was that 4 hour 95 for Laplace. Bouncing from there. If Dixie can get up in the 68.3, good for Dixie. It'll probably make its way back up to this first weekly resistance level, if not the top side. If it gets thwarted here, you could end up back down to this weekly range. Maybe give a little relief in the markets. But right now, my shit is just spilling out. Dixie's down on the day. Usually, when you got Dixie struggle bussing underneath the 68.3, SPY, triple Qs, all that stuff is going to be running. Guys, triple Qs is down 1.5%. SPY's down 1.28. Just scratch your head and move along. All right? Scratch your head and move along. Correlation's tough today. Tough to play. But guys, want to thank you. And we appreciate you here in the Discord, man. We appreciate all your support. We appreciate you, TradingView, and all the viewers on TradingView. Yep, you're welcome. We appreciate you guys. You don't have to come in the Discord, but at this point, why not? Guys, there's a ton of free information in here and a free volatility starter pack you can get and start learning the basics of volatility trading. And like many other places, when you start to ask questions, you get a little pushback. People are like, oh, you dummy, blah, blah, blah. We're not like that. There's not a dumb question when it comes to volatility trading. So come in and just ask questions, simple questions. Hey, can you just tell me a little bit about this volatility thing? Any questions at all if you want to get a better grip on it. But you guys, we got people that joined the Discord months ago, have never said one word in the chat, right? Don't even know who they are. They opened up a support ticket, got the free volatility starter pack. These are the guys I like, right? They're working it out themselves. They're figuring it out themselves. And we got people popping up that have been in the Discord for months that have had the free volatility starter pack, and now they just come out of the woodwork and they request the indicator package. Grinders. They come in, they sift through all the free information, they start studying by themselves, they're watching the streams, they're seeing what we're doing, and they're realizing, guys, this is not your regular traditional technical analysis. There is something to this leading information these guys speak of. People watching this for the first time could be like, oh, lip service, leading information, that's all BS. No, it's actually not. The traditional TA lagging stuff that everybody literally knows it's lagging. You know it. You're using it and you know it lags. Makes zero sense to me. Right? Gets my nuts churning. Why? Come get the free help. We're here for you. And I'm going to leave it on that. We'll be back Monday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wherever you live out on this big, beautiful blue marble, have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. We'll see you then. Go out and be a whale.
See you, everybody.
Later.